Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I will be doing a video on how to do a style study correctly, or at least how I do it. I don't know if it's correct, but I feel like my method works. So because I feel like a lot of people have heard of what a style study is, but I don't see too many videos on how necessarily to do one. So I kind of wanted to make a video about that so that you can clear things up and kind of teach you guys how to do a style study. So first you're going to pick an artist that you want to study. The artist that I picked is krn.png on Instagram. Love their artwork, by the way. And find a particular drawing that you like. And this will be your reference. So then you're going to determine what it is that you like about their style and what makes it different from your own. And so I have a few notes. I recommend writing them down before you begin because it'll be easier to keep in mind while you're drawing. And then you're going to copy the artwork and redraw it, okay? When I mean copy the artwork, I don't mean trace because tracing isn't necessarily learning. Now, can you take guidelines? Sure, but I just don't recommend tracing it line for line. As you can see here, I am creating my own sketch based on the drawing. And I recommend for this portion of the study, please do not post the artwork and claim it as your own because it's more trouble than it's worth to do that, and it's also stealing, so please don't. But the artwork at the end, you'd probably be able to share. Just keep that in mind. So once you are kind of redrawing it, keep in mind what things that, the things that you necessarily didn't know about. So I would say when I was drawing this piece, I never really realized how much I should be using the blend tool because when I was a beginner artist, sure, I did use the blend tool a lot. I used it a lot, but as I progressed, I realized that I didn't need it that much, but I think it's gotten to the point where I forget to use it enough. So I feel like I was blending a lot more in this drawing than I usually do, which I do like the outcome. And when we go later on into the original piece that I'm going to make at the end, I try to utilize the blend tool much more, which I think helped a lot. And I wanted to keep in mind, I learned a lot from drawing this that I didn't think I would learn. So I learned if you have a dark background to add like a gray airbrush to draw attention to the main subject, which I think is really cool that I learned that because I did not know that before. And that's why I particularly chose the original piece to redraw. And what else did I learn? I learned that a different technique to render the hair, which I thought was interesting because I didn't go into this thinking that I would learn that, but I thought that was really cool to learn. And yeah, I just generally learned a lot of things. I learned how to pick my colors more gracefully. So instead of maybe choosing different hues and putting them all over, I just stuck to mainly pink, red, purple. And I think that worked a lot better than my usual work because for a while I've been having a sense of not liking my artwork and basically hating it and feeling at a standstill. And after practicing the style study, I feel like applying these principles in this study will help a lot with my art insecurity, I guess you can call it. So now I just want to talk about the original piece and how to do that. So after you're finished with your redraw of the drawing that you want to do, you're going to, and for this I recommend doing old artwork because it can really show your improvement. Draw an original piece and note more notes, guys. Write down what you learned from the previous study. Write down what you learned from redrawing the artist's drawing. And what this does is it helps you keep in mind what you learned while you're drawing it, while you're drawing the original drawing. So for this one, I have a very recent piece that I like, I guess, but I just don't like the color choices and I don't necessarily like the rendering. So I wanted to redo it because, first of all, it has a dark background. Like I said, I wanted to imply the dark background stuff that I learned, and I just thought like it would be a good representation for what I've learned. So as you can see, I have a much different choice in colors from the original. In the original, you can see like greens for some reason. I don't know. Greens, purples. It's just, I feel like it's just not pretty that way. So I redid it, and I definitely blended more. And I also took note of the focus thing with the adding a gray airbrush to the background to draw attention to the main subject, and it helped a lot, and I think it looks great compared to the original. And I'll put them side by side so we can really compare. And yeah, I guess this was kind of a short video, but that's basically how I do a style study, and I feel like this would help a lot of people because I never see people really talk about style studies, much less how to do one. So yeah, I just want to say have a great day, and yeah, bye. I hope this video helps.